When it comes to Star Wars, there's a long history of video games based on the series with a range of hits and misses. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is the latest game based on the popular series with Respawn Entertainment at the helm. The result is an exciting adventure across the galaxy with an impressive mix of genres and a story befitting of the Star Wars universe. You play as Cal Kestis, a Jedi who survived the purge of the Jedi Order or Order 66. After being in hiding for as long as he can remember, he meets up with another survivor by the name of Seer Junda and a pilot named Grease. Together the group sets off in the hopes of re-establishing the Jedi Order and taking on the Empire. Personally, I found it to be a pretty enjoyable adventure. You'll visit a host of different planets from the franchise, including familiar ones such as Kashyyyk and Dathomir. There's also a strong focus on friendship, and this is especially true when it comes to the relationship between Cal and the cute little droid that he meets, BD-1. I just love the interaction between the two of them, as it was always so entertaining and light-hearted. Grease is another highlight and possibly provides the most comedic relief throughout the campaign, which is actually quite refreshing since everyone you meet seems to be dealing with some kind of trauma caused by the Empire. Cal doesn't have the most development during the story, as his character is a good guy through and through and never really gets tempted by the dark side. Seer, however, shows true anguish as she recounts her memories of the Purge. There's a solid performance from the cast with Cameron Monaghan and Deborah Wilson, who voice Cal and Seer respectively, truly standing out. Fallen Order's gameplay is a unique mix. It features a combination of elements from both Metroidvania and Soulsborne titles to great effect. There's a fair amount of platforming too, which instantly made me feel like I was playing Uncharted. It also starts right off the bat with the opening being a section where you climb, jump and shimmy. The combat is quite reminiscent of the Souls series, but at the same time just not as punishing. You have both a light and a heavy attack at your disposal, in addition to the ability to block. Timing your block right before an enemy swings at you will result in a parry, which in most cases allows you to punish them. Being a Jedi, you'll also have some force abilities to make use of. Slowing objects or enemies is available from the moment the fighting starts, with other abilities becoming available as you progress through the story. There isn't a wide range of Jedi abilities that unlock, but the ones you do get can make the combat quite a satisfying affair and also make for some interesting puzzle solving. Each enemy can be quite dangerous no matter how small they may be if you don't take them seriously. Blocking is paramount to your survival, but there's also a certain amount of damage you can deflect before your stamina is depleted. It makes the combat incredibly exciting, and while it doesn't make you feel like the most powerful Jedi to ever have existed, it makes every encounter a threatening one. Not to mention that every enemy has one or more unblockable attacks. Besting a foe or a group of them always feels rewarding. However, dying can make the game feel a bit tedious due to the fairly long load screens that are encountered when respawning. Dying also has the added consequence of you losing all of your obtained XP up until that point and will send you to the last checkpoint. The only way to retrieve it is by finding the enemy that killed you and successfully landing an attack on them. Plus, once you land the attack, your health bar is fully restored, making it a little more forgiving than Souls titles. Boss fights are exhilarating, especially against other lightsaber wielding enemies. Bigger bosses can be pretty exciting too, but there's nothing like a deadly dance of attacking, blocking, and of course the light show that comes with the clashing of lightsabers. The level design also borrows heavily from the Soulsborne genre, with the maps boasting multiple paths that ultimately circle back and open up shortcuts. Cal can also make use of meditation circles, which act as a checkpoint but also respawn enemies you may have killed. This makes exploration extremely important, not only for opening up shortcuts but also for finding collectibles and other upgrades. One of the coolest features is the ability to customize your lightsaber. You're able to find many different parts throughout your travels, allowing you to make it truly feel like your own as you customize anything from the hilt to the color of the blade. It's purely cosmetic though and has no effect on gameplay, but I really liked having this option. Additionally, there are items called Force Echoes that Cal can interact with, allowing him to tap into what happened there and listen to it like an audio log. These are quite great for learning more about an area. It's quite interesting returning to a planet after gaining a new upgrade as well, just to see what else the map might be hiding, and sometimes it's a challenging optional boss fight. BD-1 plays a fairly important role during gameplay and not just as a supporting character. The first benefit he has is the holo map. This nifty little feature maps your progress, showing you where to go and where you've been. The best part is that it also shows you which areas are not accessible to you, usually due to lacking a certain upgrade. This helps you save time and essentially tells you to come back later. The map can be a bit confusing when first using it, but it becomes simpler as you continue to use it. It's just as well since Fallen Order doesn't feature a fast travel system and you'll need to return to your ship once concluding business in an area. In addition to this, the little droid has a light on his back, which is a representation of your health status. There is an actual health bar, but this is a nice way to keep your eyes on the action. BD1 also keeps track of everything he scans, be it different kind of flora or tactics for beating enemies you've already bested. The lightsaber itself is nowhere near as powerful as it's actually supposed to be, especially when it comes to cutting objects. However, this can be chalked up to game design and wanting it to be a strong weapon but not overpowered. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order looks great most of the time. The character models and various planets you visit look fantastic, and seeing something or someone new is pretty exciting. There are some performance issues that are noticeable throughout the game though, namely some choppiness when entering a new area or when there are a fair number of enemies on screen. There's also a distinct Star Wars style when it comes to the soundtrack, and lightsaber and blaster sounds just never get old. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is truly great. Respawn have taken a handful of genres and rolled it into something incredibly entertaining. There's a compelling story here with a good cast of characters, and there's some really challenging but rewarding gameplay on offer. While there are some long load times and performance issues here and there, Fallen Order remains a thoroughly enjoyable adventure. If you enjoyed this review, please hit that like button, and if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And if you got your hands on Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, let me know what you thought of the game in the comment section down below. I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.